Fala galera, beleza? Então, estamos de volta aqui com Starfield. Vamos continuar aqui, galera, nossa história. Estamos aqui após o ataque aqui. Voltamos à cidadezinha de Atlântidas. Vamos ver o que foi que aconteceu lá com a nossa base.
The scan is perfectly safe. Please keep moving.
Tá. Caralho, mano. A cidade tá tudo em... Caralho.
If you were a victim of the recent attack, please remain calm. UC Security has everything under control.
Excuse me?
Caralho. O negócio foi feio, hein?
If you don't mind, I need some time to think.
Cadê ele? Ah, ele vai ficar ali? Aqui tá mais tranquilo. Vamos ver o que aconteceu na base lá.
There's been an incident. Please continue going about your business.
Mas outra nave chegando ali. Vamos lá, guarida. Os pertences de Sankoi foram movidos para o porão da guarida.
Constellation has suffered losses before, although
Recupera os itens de Sam.
Now really
Caralho.
isn't the time. I know. Look, we all feel like we've been kicked into the ground a million times over, but I think I have something. I'm serious. If I may, I know our encounter with the hunter is the last thing anyone wants to talk about right now, but he said something that I can't get out of my mind. Unity. Do you remember that? Because he was stopping us, implying that we were getting closer to it. The thing is, I've heard that word before. It's an important concept in Keeper Aquilas's speeches.
The priest? Is the Sanctum Universum going to bless our little crusade of discovery?
It can't be a coincidence. The Sanctum has always believed that answers are out there in the stars. Look, I know it's the longest of shots and the biggest leap of faith I could ever ask us all to take, but why not talk to him?
I don't know.
It's right here in the city, just a block or so from the lodge.
E agora?
I don't mind taking a detour to gather data. Only thing we'd lose is time, really.
Thank you. I know it's not much to go on, but something about this feels right. I'll meet you over there.
Beleza.
We can pay
Opa.
to fix the damages.
B de nível. Olha, jogaram o barquinho aqui no chão.
Replaceable.
Um barquinho no chão. Onde é que tá as coisas do Sam? A roupa do Sam também, velho. Eita. Aqui. Ah, a roupa do Sam aí, ó. Peguei uma arma muito doida. Cartucho a laser. Isso aqui é melhor, hein? A roupinha do Sam, velho. Caralho, hein? Vou só botar na missão aqui.
This.
Não sei pra onde é que a gente tem que ir, velho. Mas era onde a gente tava, mano? Caralho, por que eu cliquei nisso, mano? Pra cá. Acho que eu nunca andei nessa parte aqui, não. Ou já, sei lá. O cara tá aqui.
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds?
Temos que falar da corda. Ah,
Oh. Yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps we should talk about this inside.
alguma coisa aí, hein? Dá pra ser mais rápido vocês? Caralho, mano, lugar louco, mano.
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
Começou com a descoberta das anomalias.
We've lost people, Keeper.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And these Starborn, I take it they're different from the people of the settled systems? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe, beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here.
Aham.
And I think I can help. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more.
Oxi.
In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun, and he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave? But what if it does? Not my version, obviously, but the House of Enlightenment, Varun. I've spoken to them before, but I never thought of scrutinizing their answers for clues. Oh yes, typically. But there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I've visited her a couple of times. Hopefully, she'll be willing to talk to you as well. And if you need directions to the Enlightened, they have a branch in the well helping the poorest citizens of New Atlantis find a better life for themselves.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
Tá. Fica aí então. Eu procuro dar uma procurada nesse bagulho. Onde é que é?
One day House Varun just up and abandoned their embassy.
Oxe, mano, tu tá aqui,
No
velho.
idea why.
Maluco.
Want to challenge your instincts and hone those corporate skills?
Rapaz. A gente tem que ir no distrito e no... Pera. Falar com a prisioneira. Vamos aqui. O bagulho tá marcando aqui do lado, velho. Ué. Que
They
loucura.
drive a pretty hard bargain for new recruits. I certainly couldn't say no.
Pra cá mesmo. Tchau.
Not only disrespectful to the many families who lost loved ones during the Colony War.
Bora descer.
For you.
Rapaz, essa área aqui eu nunca acessei não, mano. É um lugar subterrâneo, mano. Caralho, da hora.
You think we should cut down on our meetings?
Acho que ela tá aqui, será?
As a tracker agent, my duty is to inform and advise.
Como é que eu... Ok.
We run a number of social programs, from financial aid to food banks. If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, you're not. Sorry. Can I help you? Did Keeper Quillis send you? Oh boy.
Yes, he sent us to talk to you about, what was it, a Unity Pilgrim, I believe?
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity Pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing. A man walks into the first house of enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that.
Alright.
Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again. Sorry, I couldn't be of more help, but that's about all I've got. Hope you find what you're looking for.
Ok. Não ajudou em porra nenhuma. Bora, Barate.
Want this?
Right?
A gente tem que ir pra onde agora, velho? De volta pra guarida. Rapaz. Oxi. Esse jogo tá de sacanagem, velho. Na moral, mano. Ele vai mandar a gente pegar o bondinho, quer ver? Vai tomar no... Tô falando. Puta que pariu, mano. Puta merda, velho. Ai, caralho. Porra, mano. Beleza, vamos lá. O que temos aqui? Caralho. Dá pra entrar assim, eles nem fazem. Ó, o prisioneiro aqui.
A visitor? I have all the company I need. He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
He sent both of us to ask more incessant questions, actually.
The great serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
Alright.
You don't need to tell us. We just figured it would be better to ask you directly than to take a second-hand account of your words.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy and delivers the killing blow.
Ó, tem código aí já, mano.
I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless. Then we are done. Leave me.
Hey, if you have time, I've been thinking about some things. Wanted to talk to you about it. Listen, you risked your life to save me.
Sim.
I keep wondering if that made it harder to save Sam too. I've replayed those moments in my mind over and over. And you need to know that you did what a leader does. And if it had been me instead of him, I would feel at peace knowing that he made it.
Caralho.
I know, but I can't help it. I don't know if you're ready to talk or if you need 20 years to get to that point, or if you never want to talk about it again. But I just want you to know that if you do, I'm here for you. I don't know that I mean to say that, actually. But if it makes you feel better, then consider it said.
Tá. Só me alivia não ter perdido mais gente. Caralho, mano.
You have no reason to lower your gaze. You did what any of us would have done in your place. We all knew this might happen. We are all constellation. When a star goes nova, it can destroy everything nearby, or it can nourish a new era of planets and life and everything that goes with it. The galaxy is littered with the deaths of so many brilliant, wonderful stars. But if stars never went nova, then we wouldn't be who we are now.
Tá.
I don't know. We'll take care of her. I'm sure we will. We'll figure it out.
Pior que ela nem quer falar comigo.
But it is happening. Or rather, it has happened. It is up to us to make sure it never happens again. Sam was my buddy. He was practical and goofy and a genuinely decent man. He would never want you to feel like this rotten situation was your fault. I promise you that. Yes, we need to expect it and prepare. You know, we're fortunate. Constellation brought us all together and we're all better for it. If we're going to set things right, it's going to be because of that.
Beleza. Se eu tivesse escolhido o... Oxi. Que lugar é esse, mano? Se eu tivesse tirado o coi do meu time lá, eu acho que não teria morrido não, velho. Puta merda, e será que o pai dele sabe, mano? Caralho, velho. Eu acho que eu tenho que ir lá na cidade dele lá falar com o pai dele, velho. Eu nem sei onde é que é mais a casa, velho. Dá pra deixar a menina com ele, né? O voo, né? O voo dela. Que merda, velho. Pior que a gente iniciou a jornada com ele, mano. Onde é que a gente tem que ir, velho?
Galbank really wants the UC to know who's holding the purse.
Submit your
You
application.
know?
The nearest healer.
Temos que voltar nessa bagaça aqui. Cadê o cara? Ainda tá aqui, será? Ah, não. O outro cara foi embora.
Oh, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought?
É uns códigos.
Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. What else did you learn? If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else?
Acho que era só isso.
Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel.
Indo. Chamar de Doom. Chamar de Doom pra onde que encontrar é sacanagem.
Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum. At 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place.
Caralho, tão rápido aí.
Maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it?
Puta merda. E agora?
And once you know, what will you do? Even the most objective scientist holds a belief that observation itself will be of benefit to humanity. You will be taking a similar part of yourself with you when you find the answer. Will that not color your perception of it?
Ai, ai.
So you intend to find the truth, and then have that truth confirmed by your peers. Unity is a reality born of observation and agreement?
We intend to gather data that can be used to create models that help us predict the outcomes of processes in our universe. If you're saying the unity is beyond that, well, it sounds to me like we just need more data.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
Ok. Vai parar em Doom. Poxa, eu tô com a recompensa na minha cabeça, por quê, mano?
I have something for you.
Oxi. Só se eu escanear isso aqui. Tá, descanso do peregrino, vamos lá. Indum. Caralho, que planeta maluco, velho. Ó, tem uns bichosão aqui, mano. Caralho, velho. Olha aqui lá, mano. Caralho. Loucuras. Bora lá então. Achar esses bichos aí, mano. Parece um planeta de deserto, sei lá, mano. Sol. É um planeta comum. Olha os bichos que são estranhos. Tem pessoas morando aqui. Desconhecido. É um lugar louco aqui, mano. Descanso do peregrino, local descoberto. Texto do peregrino, ó. Deixa um texto pra nós, velho.